No. The thing is, I think kids are just incredibly cruel, and they just hear their parents say "gay" as an insult all the time. Because, like, that's besides like slurs.
Their
and,
dad
like,
is like Blueface.
You ain't gay, right? My man. My dog.
No, but like besides like slurs and like motherfucker, that's what like childish adults use as insults. And probably have been
gay.
told like, "What are you, gay?" by their parents, so they've internalized that. And like I didn't know you in middle school, obviously. I'm not like the fucking Humpty Dumpty from the first Puss in Boots movie where I was always there watching. But like, if you were just like less likely to stick up for yourself, or just like more reserved and quiet, or like didn't play sports, people
That's
will
gay.
just pick on you. Yeah, exactly. That's gay.
Yeah. What are you, gay? You don't play sports? You're gay?
Yeah.
What are you, some kind of fucking
okay.
homo? Eh?
With me,
What are you, fucking gay?
I think stopping playing sports helped with the gay rumors. Because I was really bad. I was horrible at it. And I would
Can I tell the sports story?
In a second.
You know what I'm talking about, right?
No.
Alright, go on. Go on.
Well, I was just really bad at the game, and like the only time I really got an opportunity to play was like when I was being given special treatment by my peers. Like, oh, just let him have the ball, come on. Because I did run pretty fucking fast. Either that or they just let me run to touchdown. I don't know. I'm not gonna think about that too hard.
Yeah.
But I just quit.
Dude,
I was like, you know what? They don't want me here.
Yeah, nobody wants you in sports if you're not like, if you didn't come out of the womb.
Yeah.
If you didn't do a fucking touchdown the moment you were born, they don't want you in sports.
Yeah. And knowledge is half of it. Just like knowing what the teams
and they expect
are.
you to know.
Yeah.
Knowing the teams or just knowing how to play football. Dude, I'm like my first day of 3rd grade at a new school. They're like, okay, we're playing tackle football in the field. Just play football. You know how to play football, right? And I'm like, no. They're like, all right, well, you'll figure it out. And then like I'm just like running around in this field, not knowing what team I'm on or what I'm supposed to do, right? Mm-hmm. And my teacher is like, what the fuck are you doing? 14 on the 45, 7. I'm like, that's what it sounds like to me. And I'm like, I don't know any of this. And everybody's like, wow. And everybody's mad at me. And for some reason, all the kids think I'm fucking it up on purpose. Like, dude, just play the fucking game, dude. Just play football. And I'm like, dude, I went through years of, did you ever go through that? Like, just not knowing how to play a sport? And then everyone in the world assuming you did? And throwing you into a sports game and getting screamed at and fucking kicked in the face? Dude, my like, people wonder why I'm, like, so edgy. You know what I mean? It's like, because I went through that.
Yeah.
Do you expect me to just be like, yes, woke? When like, that was my childhood? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I got kicked in the face in gym class in elementary school. You know what I mean? Knocked to the ground and kicked in the face, dude. Like, what the fuck? You expect me to be PC? You expect me to pretend life is good? Mm-hmm. You expect me to be optimistic when from day one, that was my experience. Can I tell the other football story?
Yeah, for sure.
So, okay, before that, I will say, in addition to like just being called gay and just it was just assumed that I was gay by everyone. Like this one kid, we were looking at like porn or something on his fucking iPhone 4S in the hall. You know, when you're like in middle school, you just look at porn with your friends or whatever. Not porn, not porn, but like, you know,
school,
like,
I guess,
like Instagram bikini pics or something. You're like, damn, she's hot as fuck. And then like this
really
kid is showing my friend.
I'm listening to this.
My kid, not my kid. I don't have a kid. But this kid and my friend are looking at some like bikini pic on Instagram. And then I was like, oh damn, she's kind of hot. And then they were like, oh, you're bi?
Oh my god.
Bi? And then they
know
like,
the terms.
Yeah. Like, are you bi? And I'm like, no, I'm not bi. Like, I pretending I know what it is. And like, oh, they're like, but you like girls? And I'm like, yeah. And they're like, so you're bi? I'm like, no. What does that even mean? And they're like, bisexual. You like boys and girls? I'm like, I don't like boys.
Oh my god.
I've never once asserted that I was gay. But at this, they just assume that I'm gay because I suck at sports, I guess. I don't know. I was probably like, do I have a gay voice in general? Because I've pretty much always talked this way.
Yeah, then no.
Yeah. So either way, it's just assumed that I'm gay. And I had this fucking gym teacher, this terrible gym teacher who just, you know, her idea of teaching was just screaming. You know what I mean? Just verbally abusing children for a living. You know, she was really fulfilled doing that. But my friend this other trans woman who's not trans at the time. It's a guy, so I will be saying he just because of the time period. So he's like, he sucks at archery, right? We have the archery unit in gym class.
You guys have an archery unit?
Yeah, no, people, like, when I say that, we had an archery unit, we had, like people think that I went to some bougie-ass school, dude. I went to, like, literally the most ghetto school in Madison. Like,
no, I mean, like, I can imagine
when I talk about
middle school archery class would look like, and it does not look good.
No, it was just, you know those, I'm gonna sound like such a fag right now, but, like, you know those, just, like, big bags full of heavy rocks that, like, always have spray paint on them when, like, there's construction going on? For some reason, they're always like, all right, we need a couple bags of heavy rocks with spray paint on them. I don't know what the fuck that is. Those were our targets, though.
Oh, okay.
We were just shooting, like, bags of rocks. You know what I mean? But we had, like, nice bows.
And there's a way to be good and or bad at that.
Yeah.
Apparently.
Yeah, exactly. But my friend, almost said her name. My friend can't hit the target, and then she starts, like, talking to herself under her breath. She's like, I'm stupid. I can't do anything right. And then I'll just say she like walks out of the room, and then like my gym teacher's like, hey, is your guys' like relationship okay? I'm like, what do you mean? She's like, you know what I mean. Are you guys okay? She thought we were fighting. And I'm like, yeah, we're fine. She's my friend. You know what I mean? Like, she's mad at herself. But the teacher like thought we were gay. And a couple weeks later, this is what the bullshit she pulls. We're out, we have an outside day in gym. Outside days are the shit in gym. It's fun to be outside for gym class. But she's like, all right, we're going to play football. And I'm like, shit, football. You know what I mean? I still don't know how to play football in middle school. I still don't know how to play football today. But I shit you not. She, one by one, tells each individual student there's going to be 2 football games, one on each side of the field, right? You follow me?
Yeah.
And she individually picks students. She's like, all right, you go to that side. You go to that side. You go to that side. You go to this side. She picks every female student to go on one side and every male student to go on one side. Completely segregated by gender. 100%, right?
Yeah.
And the last people to be selected are me and my friend, and she makes us play with the girls.
She knew.
Because she thinks we're gay. Like, just as a fucked up homophobic joke.
Yeah.
For a child. You know what I mean? Like, Jesus Christ, dude. And I am pissed, because I knew what that meant. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like, at first I thought she was just making fun of us for being wimps. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But no, dude, it was a homophobic joke, 100%. And we're both trans now, and now I can confidently say that I've successfully invaded women's sports and sucked. I got my ass kicked by girls in football. So if that says anything about the trans sports debate, I don't really care. I don't have an opinion on it. But derive what you must from that anecdote. But yeah, man, like, my childhood sucked. Just being beaten. You know what I mean? Get beaten at school, go home, get beaten by drunk dad who's just mad at me.